that was a drag. Like, we just had a lot of change. And the funniest part about that, y'all, is like a few months before in therapy, our therapist was like, y'all ain't got no other changes coming up, right? It's like, oh, nah, we good.
We
like,
finally
this,
figured
we
out
gonna
this
coast.
life.
Yeah, we gonna coast. And then,
finally figured
boom.
out this life. And then everything changed.
Yeah, changed back to back to back.
So I mean, we had all of that going on. Like I said, that was we in April, so we had all of that going on. It seems like yesterday, but it's like, dang, it's April now.
That was 2 months ago.
April now.
Yeah.
So it's like we had all of that going on, so we needed to take a break from the podcast, in which we I don't want to say we argued, but we kind of butt heads about that because it was like we wasn't gonna take that long of a break. Then it was like, all right, we need to take a little break because like we got so many things changing at once. And we gotta figure out so much because like we want to add so much stuff to the podcast. And we want to do our personal stuff. It's like we can't do it all at once. It just seemed like so much on the plate. I mean, we upgraded a lot of stuff for the podcast, which y'all see probably next week. Well, y'all see.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lex.
I'm Jerm.
And this is another episode of Ode to Black Love podcast.
We back. We back. I know it's been a minute. We back, though.
Baby, it's been a minute.
It's been a cool minute.
It's been a minute. We've been doing a lot.
Yeah. Before we get into that, we rusty. We need to do some hella housekeeping.
I guess we do need to do some housekeeping, y'all. We don't even, I guess, know the flow anymore. So, yes, before we get started today, be sure you head over to odetobblacklove.com to get your merch. We are going to be dropping some new stuff, but right now we do have the Retro Love shirt available as well as the One Story at a Time shirt. Yeah. Also, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. So that's at Ode to Black Love on Instagram and TikTok, then Ode to Black Love Podcast on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, make sure y'all tapped into that YouTube too. We're going to get into it in a minute, but y'all need to make sure y'all following us because we're going to have a lot of content coming out on all our platforms pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so excited. I feel like I keep talking over you.
No, yeah, we good. So I'm excited to be back. I mean, yeah.
What you been doing?
Let's just get into what we've been doing.
Hop into it.
I mean, while we've been away,
with you, Germ, since we've been away.
While we've been away, okay. So the reason we've been away is first reason our whole lives have changed since the last time.
My whole life has changed.
It has completely changed.
No facts.
Alexis got a new job. I started school. Noah is 2. We've done a whole bunch of stuff up here at the studio that y'all will see soon. Yeah. Like 2 days from now. Soon,
right.
If everything goes right. Just building a podcast, throwing events. If this ship come out on April 5th or 6th, something like that.
I don't know when Tuesday is. But yes.
The third weekend of April, we'll be having an event at Kindred Spirits. So if you're in Oklahoma City, pop out, come hang with us.
Welcome back party. You know what I'm saying? Welcome us back. It'll be free. If you want to buy a table, you can to make sure you and your group have somewhere to sit. But overall, we just kicking it. We hosted a day party last month. Huge success. And so we'll be running that back. And again, it's just more like a welcome back, y'all. Like, we've been gone for a minute. We want to see everybody, and it's going to be a good time. But before we get too far, you mentioned some stuff that you've been up to, and I kind of want to talk about it. So, you said you, look at me, act like I don't know, but you went back to school. How has that been?
It's been a lot of work. I just started school back in January, so we stopped recording around in January sometime. I started school back in January, so I kind of got the flow of school down now. But I'm enjoying it. I haven't been in school since 2016. I kind of did school on and off. Was it 16? I think
maybe
16. 15, 16, regardless.
Something like that, yeah.
But I'm back in school now, like full time. Like I was even in part time then, but I'm in school full time.
Full time. What, 19 hours?
Yeah, I did like
18 hours.
Something stupid, like that.
A lot of hours.
I did a little intercession. I've been doing some 8-week courses. I'm gonna do summer school, so I'm loaded up because I'm trying to get it done. But it's been interesting balancing school and our marriage. I mean, I think when we first started, me and Alexis, we kind of had some little issues there for the first weeks when I had the intersection in January. Right after the New Year. We bumping heads.
It was definitely an adjustment for sure.
I had a little stress because I took an intersection course, and so it's like I think I was doing 2 chapters every day. Mm-hmm. 2 chapters, so a test. So every day I did homework for the chapters, I did quizzes for the chapters, and I did exams for the chapters. And for 2 chapters in one day.
So before you go too far, what did that look like though?
It was hours and hours of
Well,
work.
not just that, but like talk about how your day was structured.
Oh, so yeah, I would like wake up at 4 a.m.
Yes.
I would wake up at 4 a.m., do some homework. Then I would go to work about...
No. You would get Noah ready. You would make your breakfast, get Noah ready.
Yeah. So I'll wake up at 4, do homework. Noah wake up about 6. So I'll get him ready for school, make me and him breakfast. I will leave the house by like 6:45. Get to work at 7. I work, get off work, come home, do some homework, go pick Noah up I get off of work. I'll probably leave work at like 2 o'clock, especially then. So I would do homework, then I'll go get Noah about 4:30, come back home, do homework, and test, eat dinner, go back to the back and do homework for the rest of the night. Yeah, so it was like I didn't do nothing but school for them 2 weeks. And Alexis was not feeling it.
It was hard. No, it was hard because that's not how our life was before. So it was a huge adjustment. But it was like...
We spent a lot of time together.
Like, we spend so much time together, like it's not even funny. So the issue, like the morning part, didn't impact me, right? Because that's our normal routine. He's always gotten done Noah's morning routine. I've always done Noah's night routine. I mean, not always, but since he's been older,
we got established.
We have established routines. I do nighttime, bedtime, bath, whatever. Noah or Jeremy does the morning, and so that wasn't the part that impacted me the most. But when Jeremy started, when I would get home from work, because I get off later than Jeremy, I would have Noah, which again, not a big deal. Me and Noah would cook together, all those things. But it's when it was time for dinner and we would eat dinner, we used to chill after that. It would used to be like dinner and
watch
chill.
TV shows,
even when I got home, you would like be in the living room and it would just be us all chilling together. And so it just drastically changed. But it wasn't like it wasn't time to prepare, I would say, because you told me you decided to go back to school, or you told me about the decision in about November.
Yeah, November.
And then first week in January, you were back in school. So we didn't have time to prepare.
And it was just so much school. It wasn't even like normal school. It was like I'm trying to do 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it was rough. It was rough because because that was my first introduction of him being back in school, it was just like, oh, what did we just sign up for? Because like when I say... we were never just spending time. The only thing we did together was probably eat dinner. Yeah.
And then I'll be in the dungeon. I would go back to the office. So I wouldn't do homework in the living room. I tried to do homework out there one day and then we got into it. And we didn't talk for like 24 hours. Luckily, we had therapies that week. That kind of saved us because we didn't talk for like 24 hours because we got into this. I kind of blew up. I kind of blew up like, why you bothering me type situation. Yeah. But we talked it out and we worked it out.
Yeah, therapy.
We've been having a good like semester. I've been...
we've been rocking and rolling.
I've been doing most of my homework instead of doing my homework on my desktop with 2 screens. I've been doing most of my homework on just my laptop. Yeah. And I've been in the living room. And
I've been not bothering him, like allowing you to...
Yeah.
Because before I was like, go to the back, I want you to have your time to do your homework. Yeah. But now it's like...
Yeah, she'll let me be out there and do my homework and just be around.
And then also not annoy him. Like, what, Jeremy, what? It's like, okay, he's doing his homework. We're just existing in the same space, but it's better than being in different spaces. Plus, it's less work.
Yeah. So, I'm back in school. So, at the time I went back to school, Alexa started doing her side gig.
Yes.
So, she started doing...
2 side hustles. Because remember that same week I got the call about...
Yeah. So, she was doing her side business. You want to...
Yeah. So, back in... It was Black Friday when I launched it.
Oh, yeah, sure was.
Cyber Monday, whatever you want to call it. But, I began offering my HR services, which include pretty much career development, so resume services, interview coaching, things like that. And I have been pushing off doing that just because, I don't know, I just never wanted to do it. I don't know why. I knew it was a strong need in our community.
And she's good at it.
And I knew I was good at it, but I just didn't really just want to do it. But finally, we just started to talk about ways to bring in more money, honestly.
You'll be sinking bread into this podcast.
Yeah, putting so much money into the podcast. So I was like, I need to find another way to bring money into the house. And really what that looks like is me bringing in money for myself so I don't use money from the house, essentially. Am I lying?
Nope.
Yeah. So, I'll try to use the least amount of money. Anyway, so pretty much, I decided to launch that, and it started to go well. I got some interview coaching sessions. I got tons of resumes that I've done, and it's been great. But all of this was like taking off around the same time. So, like I said, he decided to go back in January, go back to school, not in January, I'm sorry, November. End of November. I launched the side business end of November. So we just had got really busy. And then I got an opportunity for another side hustle. And so just kind of balancing those. And then Jeremy doing we just had a lot of change going on.
After the new year, you started your new position.
And then then on top of that, so I had my side hustle. I had 2 side hustles that I was doing. And then the January 31st, I transitioned to a new position at work in the learning and development sector. And so that was a drag. We just had a lot of change. Yeah, and the funniest part about that, y'all, is a few months before in therapy, our therapist was like, y'all ain't got no other changes coming up, right? It's oh, nah, we good.
We finally figured out this
coast.
Life.
Yeah, we gonna coast. And then boom.
And then everything changed.
Yeah, changed back to back to back. So
I mean, we had all of that going on. Like I said, that was we in April, so we had all of that going on. It seems like yesterday, but it's dang, it's April now.
That was 2 months ago. Yeah.
So it's we had all of that going on, so we needed to take a break from the podcast, and which we I don't want to say we argued, but we kind of butt heads about that because it was we wasn't gonna take that long of a break. Then it was all right, we need to take a little break because we got so many things changing at once. Yeah, we gotta figure out so much because we want to add so much stuff to the podcast, and we want to do our personal stuff. It's we can't do it all at once. It just seemed like so much on the plate. I mean, we upgraded a lot of stuff for the podcast, which y'all see probably next week. Well, y'all see Thursday.
I mean, and we'll talk about it
next
in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. We added all that stuff. We spent a lot of money. It's bro, we kind of bumped heads because bro, we need to slow down so we do it right.
And I was we got to stay on this momentum. We taking off. We was getting subscribers. We were seeing exponential growth. Especially with the single series. Those did numbers. And so I was we got to keep going. We got to stay on that momentum. And Jeremy's perspective was, we got to slow down.
I felt like our marriage was about to fall. We was
okay. You so dramatic.
If we would have kept going, we was gonna be arguing.
No, you're right. If we would have kept going, I think what made me realize we needed to calm down or slow down, not calm down, but was the fact that we just couldn't do it all. Even though I wanted to continue, realistically, it was I cannot have this 2 side businesses. And then be having to record episodes every weekend, and then you being in school, and then Noah, it just was not sustainable. And then learning a new position at work, it just wasn't sustainable. So we had to take a break.
So we still doing all of that stuff, but we got a better stranglehold on that stuff.
Balancing.
Now we can add this back in, and get the people what they want as well as what we want. Because I feel we can get into it. Since we got all of our stuff out the way, I guess we want to talk about Noah. Noah's 2. His birthday.
Noah turned 2. Well, I don't know if we ever talked about it, but he turned 2 before we stopped.
Yeah, before we stopped. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying he turned 2. He talking in full sentences. He telling us what he do and don't want for sure now.
Absolutely.
It ain't no debating.
He's hilarious, y'all. Yeah. He's hilarious.
We might have to have him on the podcast one day.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to meet Mr. Noah. Noah and I do cooking segments about once a week. Yeah. So we started little cooking segments.
We probably need to add some clips from those to the OBL page.
Yes, we should.
So y'all can see. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
So Noah and I will do little cooking segments called Cooking with Noah. And so I let him cook.
He'd be at the stove.
Yeah, he'd be at the stove, train up a child.
Yeah.
But what else, baby, with Noah? Oh, yes. Daycare is going well. I feel like I talked about that on there and how it was hard for that transition for me. But it's going so well. This whole week, he just been running in there, saying bye to his friends when they leave, running in there when we drop them off. So.
Oh, yeah. Potty training. We've been trying. If y'all got tips, leave them in the comments. Hit us in the DM, because, man.
I feel like this is the way we talking. I feel like we speed talking. And the reason why I say that is because I just think we're so excited to be back.
We back.
So it's we just updating them and this is all we're doing. Y'all, we miss y'all. We miss doing this. We miss having this, not having the platform, but being vocal on the platform. But yeah, Noah doing well, y'all. It's better. Life is better.
Life is good. So, I
guess we can just start.
Get into it.
The changes for the OBL.
For OBL, so
start with the team.
Okay, yeah. So we added some team members. We added 4 team members.
We added 4 team members. Yes.
4 team members.
And so if you don't follow us on Instagram. You should follow us there, or on TikTok. We released a video introducing what our new Ode to Black Love team looks like. But yeah, we have 4 people. We have a guest relations coordinator. We have a business manager. We have a creative director, and we have a events coordinator.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, y'all, we rocking and rolling. We have such big ideas for Ode to Black Love, and we already acted on some, but we knew we needed a team.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that we discussed over the break, because we realized it was a lot going on. We were like, we need a team of people to help us, who are invested in us and our goals, that we can build with and win with. That's the goal. Like, we don't want to just them to build us up. We want us all to win. We want to be aiding them with opportunities that help them with what they want to do, as well as, like, whenever we make it, just having the same group of people who've been with us, if possible. So that was kind of the idea behind that, which has been super exciting and super helpful. Shout out to Kia, Tay, Tian, and Christian. Y'all been...
Again, like, they the reason why we've been trying to host an event every month now.
Yeah.
So just keep keep updated. We'll probably post in our YouTube community, but also on our Instagram and Facebook and stuff. We'll post, but with the group, it's easier for us to throw events and stuff like that, because we don't have to, like, do everything from start to finish. I mean, we a part of everything, but it was like, we gotta figure everything out. We gotta brainstorm together. We gotta reach out to people together.
Which would mean arguments, because we just have 2 totally different ideas, and it's
So
anyway.
So that's cool. So keep checking our social medias for our events that's coming up. So we got that going on. So it's a lot easier for us to, like, do different things. And so then we added on. Well, we bought a lot of equipment. We just using one camera right now, but we bought 3 more cameras. So we gotta have different camera angles coming up. Lighting is different.
Nice,
we're gonna have new segments. So recently, y'all have only seen us do the single series, and then we've done couples. But this year, we're gonna be doing, I think, called 21 questions, and maybe some other things. We ain't completely ironed those things out yet, but so we'll have people on, just like mother-daughter, best friends, boyfriend-girlfriend. It'd be a little different setup than just people in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And the idea behind that was just to explore what Black love looks like in community, right? So, like, we explore what Black love looks like in relationships, but what does it look like in our community, right? Like, what does it look like with a mother and a daughter, or a son and his father, or 2 best friends, you know? And we wanted to highlight those relationships, because that's Black love too. And with this podcast being called Ode to Black Love, we just wanted to highlight the beauty of all Black love and not just relational love. And so we always knew we wanted to do something like that, but we didn't know how we would, like, transition into it. And so, like he said, we started the Ode to Black Love 21 questions, where we have 2 people, and they ask each other these questions that we've come up with, and we explore their relationship that way.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Like I said, that should be coming out.
And it has really good lighting. Like, man.
Yeah, lighting going crazy. Trust me, it look good. I guess we'll be having 2 drops a week now.
Yes, so that's a big update. Big update.
Yeah, we've been saying that. It's going to be 2 drops a week. So we'll be coming Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube.
What is Tuesday going to look like, baby?
Tuesday is Ode to Black Love Podcast.
Ode to Black Love Podcast episode.
How do y'all expect every Tuesday?
It may not be relational love every time, like a couple, but...
Oh, yeah, we got some cool topics. Like, we got some
different
stuff
topics.
We got some stuff in the can already. Yeah. Trust me, we're going to have some cool topics. It's not going to be...
I don't like what I just did with my mouth.
Oh, well. So it's going to be, different topics, even touchy. Like, we got sex educator already in the can.
The sex educator. So, we have a wives or not a wives panel, but we have a women's panel that we'll be doing. Then we have another panel of Black women that we'll be doing, but it'll be exploring Black friendships. It's just we just got stuff coming up.
I'm telling y'all, we've been working. We've been working while we've been gone. We ain't just been gone and not doing nothing. We've been trying to build it.
We just ain't been in front of the camera.
We've been behind it a lot.
That's facts.
We've been behind it a lot. Yes. So, that's where we at with that or whatever. As far as the podcast, like, we're really, really, really excited We definitely want to start communicating more with our listeners and our audience.
Absolutely.
So, like if y'all can engage in the comments, or if we post something, we just want to engage because we want to give y'all what y'all want too. We enjoy doing this, but like we need help with ideas too sometimes.
Right.
Like, what do y'all want to see? Because it's like we don't want to keep being redundant, doing the same thing over and over.
And we also want to keep it fresh because we know we can get burnt out. Boy. So we also want to just like keep y'all engaged. But then on top of just that, as far as providing ideas, we really want to get to know y'all. Like, we want to travel to different cities. We've already been to Dallas, and we'll be circling back to Dallas. But we want to explore new cities, too. We love traveling. So if y'all have any people that y'all would think would be great on an episode, leave comments, hit us up on Instagram, because we want to explore different cities and Black love in different areas, not just, regionally. So... That's something we definitely want to explore. But yes, so Ode to Black Love 21 Questions will be releasing every Thursday. So you can expect to see new relationships. Like I said, there won't be couples all the time, but you can expect to see new and different relationships every Thursday, along with our episode drops every Tuesday. So we working, y'all. We working. And we got another setup in the studio. So like when you see it, it will not be this set. Mm-hmm. We have another set. Yeah. And we'll have another set.
Yeah, we're working on the third one.
We're working on our third set. Trust me, y'all.
It's
coming. We working.
I know people done hit us up like, where y'all been at? Trust me, we coming.
When y'all coming back, is everything okay? Y'all, we good. We fine.
We good.
We just putting in some work. What else?
I don't think we're gonna take a break like that again.
Oh, no. Hopefully we can run this like a well-oiled machine.
I think we should be good. But I think that's a lot of like what OBL's coming up. I mean, if y'all want to sponsor the podcast, that's definitely...
Yeah, that is something we'll be doing.
That's something that we'll be looking into. But other than that, man, how you been? Like, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good? Like, you excited about the new season?
Yeah, so... And that's another thing. I think we'll be getting away from the idea of seasons.
Yeah, no seasons. We're just going to be running
We're just going to be running content.
Yeah.
We may have little mini breaks or whatever, but it won't be, like, season-oriented. But no, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling... excuse me. I'm feeling good. It's a lot. We got a lot going on. And so now that we like back in the show run of things, like, okay, we gotta record, weekend after weekend. I'm not nervous by any means, but I just am praying that we are equipped with the capacity to do all the things that we want to do, as well as the courage to speak up when we are outside of our bandwidth. But I'm feeling really good. I'm enjoying my new position at work. I feel so alive in this new position. So that's been helping with balancing, I think, personal life. Because when work is not draining you as much, you are able to like show up more in the other spaces that you want to show up more. So I've just been operating in my strengths a lot more than normal, and I've been enjoying that. So yeah, baby, overall, I think I'm feeling good. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. But we good. How you feeling?
I'm excited. It's a lot of work. I mean, like, my Sundays, because that's probably when I'm going to do most of my editing, is going to be just, I feel like it's going to be jam-packed, like, with the content that's coming. But I think I've done a good job of, like, scheduling.
Absolutely. I agree.
The past couple of months. So I think
You're so structured.
Yeah, I'm pretty structured. I'll become, especially with all of this, I think we're going to be pretty good. I'm excited. Like, I think it's going to be different. Like, I think I don't want to say we got completely burned out, but we got like close to being burned out, like of the old setup, like how it was. Because it was like, I don't want to say nothing new. Every story was new, but it was like, okay, it's like the same show and pony, same tricks.
Yeah,
it was the same thing kind of over and over. And it was like, all right, like for us anyway.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, we want something like fresh. We want to make it fun, make the podcast fun.
Yeah,
and I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I think like just the whole process of like scheduling episodes, like just everything, like you said, is going to be new and different and fresh. Because before it's like, okay, we got to find couples. But now we don't have to find couples. We have to find topics. And then we reach out to people based on those specific topics. We still have to find couples, and we still want to share love stories. So that's never going to go away. But it's not a lot of pressure to have 13 couples for 13 episodes. It's more so like, let's find maybe half of that couples, and then have special content curated based on, different things that are going on. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm just super excited to continue our work together. We work well together, even though
we learn
it can be I feel like it can be chaotic, but like at the end of the day, it'll end up like all balancing and working out. So with all this growth, I'm excited to see how that impacts the podcast, like individual growth, relational growth, and then business growth. Like I'm excited to see it, like what that looks like.
But yeah, I mean, this really was just kind of like a welcome back. I mean, we just excited. We just want to.
If y'all can't tell, we excited.
We just wanted to get in front of here before we started dropping episodes, just to kind of get in touch, because I know a lot of people actually care about what we have going on.
Yeah,
as crazy as that be sounding to us.
Right, we're like, why do y'all give a damn? But they do, and so we gotta stop downplaying it.
Yep. So this is kind of an update. Just trust me. Trust the process.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's gonna be.
It's coming.
It's gonna be so much better this year.
Were you about to say something else?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, before we get off of here, people have been asking me about something, and I want to talk about it. And we didn't talk about this before, so it's gonna be a complete surprise to you.
Oh wow.
The slap, man.
Oh, the slap.
What are your thoughts as a black man?
I mean, I don't disagree. Okay. I don't disagree with the slap. I do disagree with like the timing. I think like, to walk on stage and do it or whatever. We could have did that on the side, but that's just my personality. Like, okay, we can handle this in the back, because like I don't care to handle all my business out front in front of everybody. But that's just me personally. But I do think it needed to be addressed, because I think it's different. Because I feel like I've had conversations. I don't really like talking about it, but I've had conversations where it's
right. But I had to. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Where it's like, okay, like as your wife, it's a little different.
Exactly. That's what people have been asking me. Like, as a wife.
Yeah, it's a little different, because that's his wife, and it's like, okay, like at the end of the day, like she is a part of me, and it's like, all right, like I got to deal with those emotions when we go home. So it's like, if Alexis has some type of, when I break it down to people, when I discuss it with people, it's like, okay, like let's say your mom or your daughter had a disease, and then somebody was roasting them about the symptoms from their disease, like that would piss you off. So it's like, it's different than just a joke. It's like, if Alexis cut her hair off and she chose to cut her hair off and he made jokes, I would feel a kind of way, but I was like, whatever, she could grow it back if she wanted to.
Right.
But the fact that my wife got a disease
that she's uncomfortable
with, and we've been dealing with this on a daily basis, like, motherfucker, who you think you is? Because now my wife, when we go home, gonna be crying because you want to get your little joke off.
And not even just that, feeling like, I feel like from a wife's perspective, and this is my relationship, y'all can tell us how y'all feel in the comments, but from my perspective, I know as a wife, like, if I was embarrassed nationally and my husband didn't do anything about it, now I'm with you, like, time and place. But at the same time, I'm also like, shit, it was handled how it was handled, and like,
I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I do wish it was like in a different time and place, but I don't blame him.
Yeah, and I don't blame him one bit, because it's just, you never know how you're gonna handle situations until you in them. But I know for a fact, as a wife, there probably have been times in our relationship not nearly that bad, like not even close to being that bad, when you feel like your man ain't defending you. Like you said,
we talk about that all the time though. Like, even like sometimes it'd be times like with my family.
Yeah.
And you be like, well, they was talking about me, and I'm like,
okay, not talking about me now.
Not talking bad, but
No, not talking bad, just smart talking.
Talking, whatever. And she be like, she felt like I should have said something, and he'd be like, well, like when you look back at it, you like, okay, like now when we talk about from your perspective, it's like, oh, okay, from your perspective, like I get it. Like from my perspective, like, oh, but then I was like, oh, okay, I can see how you could feel some type of way about it. And so when you bring that into account, it kind of changes things.
Yeah,
for me, because it's like, well, all right, now, I mean, I wanted to also protect you from feeling bad, because you don't ever want your spouse to feel bad in any situation. So.
And like I said, it's never been on anything as grand as that. No. But just knowing the feeling that you get when you feel unprotected as a wife, no matter how small. I shouldn't even say unprotected. That's I don't know. I feel like that's extreme. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is I can see why it was like, let me go and handle this now because I don't want my wife to feel like I didn't protect her or stand up for her when she was clearly embarrassed and hurt. So, yeah, a lot of people have been reaching out like, oh, from a wife's perspective, or like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think?
I think time and place was wrong, but
yeah.
The act, I'm with it. I mean, everybody, you can't just be talking crazy.
Yeah, me personally, I don't really care about. I mean, so I do think time and place. Like I feel like maybe he could have, but also like I'm like he handled it how he handled it, and I just hate that a lot of people, especially those people who are not Black, having opinions on how it was handled and saying that this had any type of impact on how we are seen by people that are not in our community. I don't know. I just feel like it's stirring up some stuff that I'm like, y'all got to just shut up. Like, just shut up. And that's where I'll leave it. It's just shut up. Like, let's stop talking about it. Prayers to everyone involved, though. Like, I did feel bad for everybody, even Chris Rock.
Yeah, I hope they patch it up. Like I said,
hope they patch it up. Yeah,
it's a misunderstanding, and I mean, that's what I think. A lot of times in the community, I feel like only reason I feel like it got physical, and it's like I wish like they could have shown them talk it out. Like if he went up there and talked it out, like, hey, on the stage or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that would have been much more productive, especially for the Black community. He was like, look at Will Smith. He went up there, he checked him. He didn't have to put his hands on him to check him, but he checked him like, hey, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. I don't keep my wife's name out your mouth. Without putting his hands on him. I feel like that would have been, I felt like he would have got everything. The message would have came across and we wouldn't be sitting here talking about, it would have been more productive.
I feel you.
But how you feel in a moment is how you feel in a moment.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you would have walked up there and checked him on stage, like, just verbally, I feel like Will Smith would have just had everybody on his side. It would have been nobody not on his side necessarily. If he just went up there and said, hey.
But sometimes people do need a good smack. Okay.
Okay. But
maybe not. I don't know.
I think so. But
you're saying, and that's what I don't like though, when people be like, but this is the Grammy. Fuck them Grammys.
Not that, but I'm saying like this two black men. It's like just because some people are like, well, he didn't know. You know what I mean? It's like
who didn't know?
Chris Rock. That he didn't know about her.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on that more than
more than we planned to.
I planned. Yeah.
I'm just saying how I wish she would have went down.
Yeah.
Is like if he could have went up there. I think that would have been a good moment for
impactful.
a good moment for the Black community. But like, look at these two black men talking it out about a misunderstanding. Will Smith stood up for his wife. Check. He checked the guy or whatever. Them two had a disagreement. They understood each other. Will Smith. Well, he's still a bad mamma jamma for walking on the stage at the Oscars.
Yeah.
When nobody asked him to come up there. You know what I mean? I feel like that. And I could be wrong. Hindsight is 2020. Because when you pissed off, you're not thinking about just talking. So.
And you ain't worried about how the Black community see nothing. You worried about you and your family and setting up for what's immediate.
And Will Smith known for slapping people. So
is he?
Yeah, I think this is like the third time.
Who else he slapped?
It's plenty of red carpet slap videos out there. He be slapping like cameramen and stuff and interviews.
Oh, so he's a notorious slapper.
How you think he had that form?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got like I've seen maybe like 2 videos. Yeah, 2 videos.
Notorious red. I mean, not red.
No one slaps. So if you have 2 videos previous to this when you slapping people, I think you kind of a notorious slap video. You got slap videos? I don't. You got slap videos? Any other celebrities in them slapping people?
Nipsey.
That's it.
Speaking of that, Jeremy asked.
Yeah, which one y'all prefer? If y'all
prefer.
No, yeah, which one you prefer?
Is it prefer or which one do you think is the better slap?
Okay. If you think one is better, then you have a preference. Who slap was better? Nipsey or Will? I think Will had good form.
Nipsey. I think Nipsey had shit out of that man.
I think Nipsey had like good swag, but I think
was it swag or was it like he?
It was quick, but I think like Will's was from 0 to 100. Like,
let us know in the comments what y'all think. Whose slap was a grand slap?
I think Nipsey slap had some sting, but I think Will's had like punch and sting. You know what I mean? It was a mixture.
I feel like Will's had more embarrassment. It didn't even look that hard to me. Like everybody was saying, "Oh my gosh, he hit him so hard." It doesn't even look that hard to me.
I don't know.
Nipsey though, I feel like he had that man leaking. Maybe not, but I just feel like that in my mind. I think it would be reverse.
But I'll just know that like
it don't matter. What y'all think?
Getting slapped is like the worst thing. Punch me, don't slap me. Punch me, don't slap me.
He said, square up.
The way your face be so hot after you get slapped.
Have you been slapped before?
Yes, your ear be hot. I don't remember, but I know what it's like. I mean, just playing.
I ain't never been. No, my mama did slap me.
Even if you just playing around and somebody like slap you or you like slap boxing, you ain't never slap box with somebody?
No.
But like
I did lock with somebody.
You get that slap to your ear be so hot. Wherever you get slapped, that be so hot. It ain't even the slap. It be the post slap that really piss you off. Because the initial slap don't really hurt that much. It be like afterwards where the heat start radiating from your ear. Trust me, if y'all been slapped before, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, comment down below if y'all know what that feeling is. Because your face gets so hot, and that's where it be like you get angry.
Anyway,
the initial slap don't piss you off. It be that for me.
That after slap for you. Anyway, I didn't mean for us to talk about that long. I just had to ask you before we went because, like I said, people been like, okay, I want to know what a black couple thinks. I want to know what a husband and wife. So I had to.
Yeah, I mean, you do crazy stuff behind your spouse. Trust me, it's stuff that I don't think I normally would do, but if it's when it involve her, like
that hook come out, that hook,
yeah, I'd be
just
different.
turn into a different.
She at the house.
Is it 6:30?
6:28.
Anyway,
so I mean, this is real life. Our son is currently at our house and we're not there. So
yeah, we down the street. So
we're gonna hop off of here.
Yeah, no. Well, thank y'all so. Look, but no, for real. That really concludes the episode. We back, y'all. We excited to be back. If y'all can't tell, we will be dropping new content every Tuesday and Thursday, so be sure to check it out. Again, make sure you're liking, following, and subscribing to us on all social media platforms. That's at Ode to Black Love on Instagram and TikTok, then Ode to Black Love Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. We got merch, so head over to odetobblacklove.com. And then Ode to Black Love, the mix at Kindred Spirits. Make sure you're coming to that. That should be the third Saturday of this month, so I don't know when that date is, but it's the third Saturday. And just welcome us back. It's free to attend. If you want to reserve a table to make sure you and your folks have somewhere to sit, let us know. And baby, I think that's out. Let's go get our kid.
Let's go get our kid, man.
All right, peace.